everyone, so here I'm back with the third part of the bouncing ball game. Before I could start with the third part, let us see what we have created in part 2. So I'm going to run this code. In part 2 we have created a ball which is supposed to bounce back when it could collide with the right and left edge and also the topmost edge. But when it collides with the bottom edge, it is supposed to come back to the top position and fall down again on the bar. And also we have created a bar which will move towards the left and towards the right as soon as you are going to press left and right arrow key respectively. Right, now what we have to do next, that we need to understand here. So here we have to create the bars on the top of the screen. Here we are going to create the bar. For what we are creating the bar, that when ball collides with the bar should get, those bars should get disappear, right? So here I am going to create 50 bars. Now let us understand how we can create 50 bar on a turtle screen. So for each bar we need to create a turtle pen, right? Now it is difficult to create a 50 turtle pen or to write the code separately for each 50 pen, right, for every pen. So for that, what we are going to do, we will be using loop. We will execute the loop 50 times, and every time the loop will execute, it will create one pen which will be given as a shape of bar and which will be given as a different color, right? So here let's see how we can create the loop to create the bar. So before your ball fall function, here I am writing the code creating 50 bars on the top of the screen. Now I am creating here for loop for I in range 50 because I want my loop to execute 50 times. And whatever the value we are, every time the loop execute, whatever the value we are going to get in I variable, that will be considered as the name of the turtle. So here I am writing I equal to turtle. We have created the turtle. Now I am giving the shape. So here I am giving square shape. Now I am giving the size. So I am writing here shape size. And here I am writing stretch width, which is the size vertical, it is 1, and stretch length, which is the size horizontal, it's 2. Now once I have given the shape, and once I have given the size, I need to give the random color. So to give the random color, what I am going to do, I am going to create a list. So here I am creating the list of colors. Now what is the list? List is actually the data structure in Python in which we can store more than one values, and the value which we can store here need not to be of same type. It can be of different type, like we can save integer, float and string together in one list also. Now here I have created color list and I am going to write the name of the colors. I have given red color, blue color, pink color and white color. So once I have given the color, I need to give that color to each bar or each turtle which I have created. So here I am writing color function and I am writing here choice. Choice is a function which I will be using to take each color randomly. Like once a loop execute, it can randomly take red, another time it can randomly take white, then pink, then blue, then red again, like that. So for that we will be using choice function. Now choice function is not there in turtle module, it is there in random module. So I am writing here from random import star. So I am taking all the functions from random module in my code file. So that is what I was using directly name here of the function, and in the choice function, I should write the name of the list from which I have to extract the value randomly. So the name of the list is colors. Now once we have done this much, let's see whether we could able to create bars of different colors. Yeah, so here you can see bar is coming again with a different color and it has changed its colors 50 times. So this is not a single bar which is changing the color. Every time it is creating one bar and give one color. It is doing too fast that we feel like it has created one bar with a random different color. But they are actually 50 bars on the top of each other. Right? Now once we have done that, we need to understand some other things. Now we have not given the position, and bars by default is at the center of the screen, but we need to take the bar on the top of the screen. So top of the screen will be y coordinate. Here it is 250 plus 250 because on the top most part of the screen y is positive and the bottommost part of the screen y is negative. So now let us understand the size how we have taken for a bar. So here the vertical size is 1, width is 1, which means 20 pixels. So the vertical size is 20 pixels. Right, let's say at 20th 200 position, I have created one bar. 20 pixel, I need some gap, I am taking the gap 10 pixel. So if the first position is 200 pixel, then I have then I have placed one bar 20 pixel long and 10 pixel gap. Then what is the coordinate next? It will be 170, right? And what is the coordinate next? Again, I am creating a bar 20 pixel long and 10 pixel gap. The next coordinate will be 130, right? So what we are going to do for y coordinates, we are going to create the list so that my computer can take these coordinates randomly, right? I will be creating the list of these three coordinates, 200, 170 and 130. So what I am going to do here, after the color list, I am creating y underscore bars, and here I am writing 200, 170 and 130. This is y. Now let us understand what we will do with our x coordinate as well. So here just give me a minute. Yeah. So for your x coordinate, what you are going to do, let's say here your x will be minus 250, and here it is plus 250, plus 250. Now I want bars to start from here, from minus 200, and it will go only till 200. So what I will be doing, now when I check the size horizontally, it will be 2, right? That means 20 pixel for 20 pixel. This is in total 40 pixel. So if the first x coordinate is minus 200, it will occupy 40 pixel position, 10 pixel let's say gap. So the next coordinate will be minus 150. Then the next coordinate will be the same thing will happen. Next coordinate will be minus 100 and so on. So that means every time loop execute, we are incrementing the x position of a bar by 50. So I am writing here, we are incrementing it by 50. So x equal to x equal to x plus 50 we are doing every time, right? Let's see how we are going to write it. So here initial position of your x underscore bars, I have taken as minus 200, but I am also saying that if my x underscore bars is greater than 200 at any point of time, then not greater, if it is smaller than 200, what will happen? Every time there is an increment of 50 pixels. So I am writing here x underscore bars is equal to x underscore bars plus 50. That means in my current value, every time it will be an increment of 50 pixels. Right, once it's done, let's say what will happen if it is not smaller than 200. If that is the case, I should make my x coordinate back to minus 200. Getting it? So here smaller, it is incrementing, but if it is not smaller, then that means it is greater, and if it is greater, then it should go back to minus 200. So here I am doing I dot go to x underscore bars. Now we cannot take y underscore bar because it's a list, right? We can't take it. So we want the coordinate to be taken randomly. We will use here choice function. Just a minute. We will use here choice function, and inside the choice function we will write y underscore bars. So now let us understand, is it working how we want it to work? Yeah, it's taking the position randomly, but it is creating the line also. We don't want it to create line, so what we can do pen up and pen down. So here, before creating, after creating the turtle, I am writing here I dot pen up function, which will keep your pen up so it won't draw anything, and we don't need to write here pen down as of now because we don't want to create a line. So let's see whether it is working. Perfect. So it's working how we want it to work, right? What next thing we need to do, we can see that our bars are going up, we can see that bars are moving towards up, that we don't want, right? We just want bar to immediately stick on the top position, so that, and we could not see them going on the top position. So here we will use the tracer function. Here tracer function will work. So what I'm going to do, on the top of my screen, I am giving the tracer as 0. It will not let you see the bars going up. So initially it will make your screen blank itself. So here I am writing tracer 0. That means we are not going to see anything on the screen as of now. So here, because we are applying tracer function on the screen, so we will be writing screen.tracer. Now when I am going to run the code, you can see nothing is there on the screen. Then what we should do, if we want things to come up on the screen, we need to use update function. So update function should update screen every time. That function we will apply inside the infinite loop, because as soon as loop will work or we want our screen to get updated, we could able to see the new these things on the screen. So here what I'm going to do, I'm writing here screen dot update. So as soon as I'm doing screen dot update, I'm running this, and you can see the contents on the screen. Now you can see. Got it? You can see this, that it is going, and bars are also there to its position. Now here, but when ball is colliding with the bars they are not getting disappeared, right? They are there at their own position. So now what we have to do for that, if we want the bars should collide. So for that, we need to write the code in such a way. Okay, let me explain this before I could tell you the code part. Just give me a minute here. So this is what taking here. Yeah. So this is your bar, right? Ball can go like that. So this is y here, and on the top it is plus 10, and on the here in total it is 20 pixels. So if I divide it, on the top it is plus 10 and at the bottom it is minus 10. Got it? So I can do that when the position, when the ball reaches to the position which is between x, y plus 10 and y minus 10, also which is between, if I say x coordinate, it is 20 minus 20 towards left and it is plus 20 towards right. So also the position between x plus 20 and x minus 20. X minus 20. So in that case, if ball reaches between these coordinates, y and x coordinate, that means the collision happened. And if collision will happen in between the ball and that particular turtle should be hidden or should be hide. So here for that, we are writing the code, but we are writing the code in the ball fall function. Because ball fall function is getting executed continuously. That is what we are writing it inside the ball fall function. So here, though the difference is 20, I am taking 5 more pixels so that even when ball touches the corner of the bar should disappear. So here I am writing. Okay, so before I could do that, no, I need to store these turtle in some specific place so that I can take one turtle at a time and check its position and ball's position. So what I'm going to do, I am going to create here list, and I'm writing here, let's say, number of, okay, so here I'm creating a list and I'm writing it as bars only, and that is an empty list. So here I want to add the turtle which I am creating. I want to add the bars which I am creating on the top of the screen inside the bar list. So as soon as it is created, I am going to add it. So to add something inside the list, I will be using append function, and I'm going to add each bar inside the list. So once I added all the bars inside the list, now I need to check the collision for each bar every time. Now here I will be creating again for loop, and I will be writing here for I in bars. Why I am writing the bars? Because every time loop execute, it will take one bar at a time. Right? It will check for every bar, so it will take one bar at a time. For example, let me explain it here. Let's say there are 10 bars. Let's say there are 10 bars in a list. So when I write for I in bars, when I'm writing this, it will take the first bar. It will take the first bar, check its position with the ball, and if it gets right, it will hide the first bar. Next time when loop execute, it will take the second bar. It will check the position of the second bar and the ball, and if the position is same for both of them, it will hide the second bar. Then third bar, and like that it will go till 10 bars, right? And this process will take place too fast that you couldn't recognize that it is actually checking for all the bars. So here I'm writing the code for all the bars, and here I'm writing if I dot xcore plus 25. I am taking 25 so that if it reaches to the corner, or if we feel, user will feel that the ball is touches the corner, it should erase the bar. It is greater or equal to ball dot xcore. If that is the case, then what you also I am writing it for just I dot xcore minus 25, right? That is for x coordinate, and I need to write it the same for y coordinate also. I want both the conditions to be true, so here I am using AND operator. I dot y core plus 10 greater or equal to ball dot y core. Y core is a function which will give you the current position of the ball or the bar. Greater or equal to I dot y core minus 10, like that, right? So if that is the case, what do you want to do? You have to hide i.ht. So whichever turtle it is taking, that turtle is supposed to get height. Now let's run and check whether it is working for us or not. Okay, so here we have done a mistake somewhere. Somewhere we might have not placed the bracket. Turtle object has no attribute for. Okay, here we have not placed the bracket for y-core. So let's make it correct. Yeah. So I'm going to place the bracket now and let us run. Again, somewhere we have not placed the bracket. That position we need to check. Okay, let us check the code here once. Let me run it again and let's check. Okay, here is the mistake basically. Here we have just written core, whereas here we are supposed to write x coordinate. So it was saying that there is an error here. Now when we are going to run this code, yeah, so it will work for us. It will not show any error. So hope it is clear to you. Hope you like the video. So if you like the video and if things are clear to you, kindly like and subscribe. Thank you for watching the video.